The ACLU stepped in to try, again, find a judge, a friendly judge, to stop the deportations from happening. Look, you may agree or may disagree with even the idea of us doing these mass deportations of criminals and illegal migrants that are here. However, you can't say that there isn't this moment in time that's happening right now where these judges seem to be getting involved in a way that maybe hasn't been done before, or if it's been done, maybe the American people were less aware of it. They were less aware that a judge, a district judge in anywhere in the country can seemingly thwart the plans of the President of the United States. But Harry Hutchinson's joining us because, as you said, I believe in our meeting, Harry, that this is a good fodder for legal theory and discussion, and all the professors are thrilled to have this ongoing debate.
Precisely. So if you look at the history of the United States, if you go back to the late 1790s, the United States passed 4 laws collectively known as the Alien and Sedition Acts. Those acts essentially gave the president additional powers to imprison, to detain, and to deport enemies of the United States. And so if you look at our southern border, from the perspective of the Trump administration and from the perspective of many Americans, we have experienced an invasion of up to 15 to 20 million illegals, many of whom are criminals, coming across our border. Specifically in this particular case, a Venezuelan gang called Tren de Agua has been accused of engaging in criminal activity, including rape and other serious offenses. And the Trump administration has sought to challenge the authority of federal courts, and they've done so precisely in this case by basically putting together 2 plane loads of Venezuelans and shipping them off to El Salvador. And so the question becomes, does the president have the authority? And number 2, will the court attempt to issue an additional order requiring the president to bring these criminals back? That's the essence of the case.
Well, and Professor Hutchison, I think it's surprising that the ACLU had 5 clients within this group that they could so quickly run to federal court in Washington state and get a judge that's friendly in Washington state to put a block on this for 14 days so they can have hearings. I think also, as far as the way that this plays out, this seems like one that will probably be headed to the Supreme Court. But I think what some on the left that are trying to say this is a constitutional crisis may not be thinking ahead of is the implications of what was created by the global war on terror that was declared after the September 11th attacks, which gave broad powers to the executive of fighting terrorism abroad. And these groups, which are now labeled foreign terrorist organizations by the State Department, I think you can argue that they do carry out terroristic activities trying to destabilize the United States through the drug trade, through the trafficking of humans, through invading our border and trying to create instability and for profit at that. When you look at that and take them trying to say, well, we're not at war with these organizations, but yet the powers have been granted very broadly under the global war on terror to fight terrorism and to utilize laws on the books like this one to further that.
For full shows, live and on demand, it's Salem News Channel.